I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defensive. They will take it out in for a Bengals touchdown. What a great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'll find Williams on the slant. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carrier,
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And the 2nd down throw on target. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Chargers 0.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass complete. It's Bird. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw caught here by Bird. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To him back at the 40. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, enough takes to start you have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 23-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Williams.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Herbert now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Robbie Anderson. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Steven Hauschka set to kick off.
Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
We'll see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carried by number.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one. It's intercepted. Picked up about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 34. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Yards to go.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it fights through 1 man. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. If you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From his own end zone, Herbert. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his...
Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And the result of all that is possession of the football at the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll set up a throw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Herbert being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches. So they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He's at the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's Eckler again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this one's caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
His kick is
Hauschka with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Chargers 7. Stephen Hauschka.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all to put things to bed.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not.
And this is taken in at the 5. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's... Stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Hauled in downfield. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards.
Los Angeles.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
2nd and 11.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
25. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves.